turning around for me.
After the test comes the testimony. Welcome to another episode of Good Morning Glory. I am your host, Tanisha Nar, and today we have a young entrepreneur. She's also a payroll manager at ERMC in the United States of America. She has a dynamic testimony to share how she transitioned from living in one place to another, the challenges that she has faced, and how God turned things around in her favor. We welcome Erica to Good Morning Glory.
Hello everyone, my name is Erica, born and raised in Jamaica by my grandmother when my mother passed away at a very tender age. I migrated to the US in 2016 to live with my father, whom I've only met once prior to moving here. It was very strange and weird for me leaving a hot country to come and live in a very cold country, because I migrated when it was still winter in America. So I got off the plane and I was freezing. I wish I could jump back on the next flight back home, but I said no, I'm gonna give it a try. See where this new journey may take me. Everything was smooth for a little small time, but I always hear people saying, see me at 1, live with me at 2. Living with my father we started bumping heads because he wanted me to do stuff that I didn't want to do as a daughter. So it came to one point that he kicked me out, saying that I have to go live on my own since I don't want to do stuff he wanted me to, which was, I don't know how to explain it, but where I am today is all, I'll have to give it up to God, because it came to a point where I'm like, if I'm not here, maybe things would be better. Nobody has to worry about me. Nobody would have to treat me as if they can control me, and I have to do what, because they helped me to come into a country, I have to do what they say or else. And then I had to leave from here, hop on a bus at 1 in the morning to go stay with my aunt in Canada on a almost 20-hour bus ride to Canada with only $100 and a small carry-on bag with a few clothes in it. Because I came home from work one night and I saw all my bags packed in all my clothes packed in garbage bags, my room packed up. He told me to get out if I don't want to do what he wants me to do or not. And I'm sure this is a safe place. I'm going to say he wanted me to be something that of a wife would be to a husband. Instead, I'm his daughter. I went to Canada and I'm like, it was okay over there, but I wanted to work, but I can't work because I'm on my green card. I want to go to school. I can't go to school because I'm on my green card, and I cannot stay out of the US more than 6 months, or else I'm going to lose my green card. It was good being around family that loved me and cherished me, but at one point I was so over it. I even at one point thought of taking my life. A lot of my family members don't know this. Even living with my father, when certain things got rough, and I'm like, he's like, if you don't do this, this is gonna happen. And I'm like, if I wasn't here, maybe things would be better. People would feel more happier with me not being around. And it got so overwhelming, I got so depressed that one day I couldn't do nothing but started to cry, and there was a voice inside my head said, just pray. Because I even tried to call family members that was still living in America to say, hey, I need to come back home because I'm getting close to my visa from my green card. They will take it back from me. He went and he told a lot of people, oh, I'm lying on him. He did not do that. He did not say the stuff that I'm saying that he said to me. And they're like, oh, I cannot come and stay with them because they don't want to be a part of the drama. And it just got too much for me. One day I found myself crying, and there's a voice that said, just pray. And I got down on my knees inside my cousin's room, and I just started praying. And I started crying, and I said, God, I'm going to leave this to you. And I know you didn't bring me this far just for me to give up. I'm not going to make, because of the devil's work that he's doing for me to take my life or give up on myself, thinking that I'm not good enough to be his daughter. So I'm not good enough for nobody else. And I just started crying and praying and crying and praying and crying and praying and crying and praying till I fell asleep. And one day, a friend of mine, I've never met this female before, and we've only spoken over the phone. I met her through my cousin, and she said, I text her. I said, let me text her, because she always said, come and look for me, and I've never went to see her. And I text her, I said, I need a favor. She's like, what is it? I said, I need somewhere to stay so I can get back on my feet. And she's like, sure, come. I said, I gotta find me a job first. So we went online. She was helping me look for a job that was hiring, and we found a job that had an open house in 2 days. And I'm like, what am I gonna do? So I said, okay then. I asked the last little money I have in my account. I packed a bag, told my granddad, hey, I'm going back. I found me somewhere to stay and a job that I'm going to go for. I don't know if I'm going to get it, but by the grace of God, I know that I prayed. I'm going to go and I'm going to get this job. Packed my little carry-on bag, hopped on a one-way flight to somewhere I've never been to meet someone I've never met, only spoken to over the phone. I went, and after I went, I didn't have no clothes to go to interview in. I had to go get some cheap stuff put on. The girl that I was staying with, we took the bus to where the open house is. I went there. I went in there with confidence, because I'm like, yep, I'm gonna get this job and this is gonna be mine. I claim it. This job is mine. I went in, sat down. They were there talking. They took my resume. I went home. I'm like, please God, I need to get this call back for them to say come for training. 1 day passed, no call back. I'm like, oh my God. 2 days passed, no call back. The third day came and I got a call back. Hey, can you come in for training starting on Monday? I said, thank you, God. I started praising, and I'm like, yes, God, I knew you would come through for me. And I went for training. 1 week, training was good. I was in a job in less than a year in that company. I got promoted to work on an app for Port Authority, because I work at the airport. And I was working on an app that is now big, that I have my name on. I'm like, look at me. Somebody who was crying, had no way to live, come in here thinking that, oh, I'm going to be around family that's going to love me and cherish me, and they kick me out. And I'm like, but look, this is just the grace of God. I'm guessing the person I was staying with got jealous of me, seeing that, oh, I just came into this new place and I'm moving so much up into the company. She started treating me like really bad, to the point that she's saying, oh, the sound of my voice irritated her. I'm the type of person, I stay in my room, I don't leave. Once I have my TV and internet, I watch Netflix, I don't bother nobody. I don't even bring nobody to her apartment. And get to a point that she even started robbing me on, because we split every utilities, we split it. She started robbing me on the rent. She told me it's one price when it was not. When it came to paying the electricity bill, she was only taking my money and not paying her part. So the electricity bill started going up. So she was using my money to pay bills, but use her to spend on herself. To the point where we almost got evicted from the place. She said, oh, if I can abide by her rules, I need to go. I'm saying, God was like, Jesus, not again. Not again. I'm not going to have somebody try to control my life by wanting me to do what they want. And I did the same thing again. I started praying. One man said, go to your manager, because I have a good relationship with my managers. And I'm like, can you guys help me? I need to find somewhere to stay, because where I'm at right now, it's getting very negative energy. And they helped me come find me an apartment. We drove around, we looked, and I got me this apartment. And again, in the same company, they saw how much I was working hard. I got promoted again. I'm like, look at God. When I wanted a new apartment, now I got a raise so I can pay the bills on my own. And I'm here right now. Somebody who, I don't even know how to put it, but I am blessed. All I can say is I'm blessed and I am highly favored. I always remember my grandmother telling me, always remember, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And He is my strength. He is my pillow. He's my rock. And I am where I am today, starting my own business, working for a very top company in the one of the biggest international airport in the US. Doing payroll. Little old me didn't know nothing about payroll, and now I'm in charge of paying people. But I must say, I always have the statement: every test is going to be a testimony. Every mess you go through is going to be a message. And I went through my test, and now I have my testimony. I've been through a lot of mess, so I can give people a lot of messages. That once you have faith in God, everything is possible. And I hope somebody out there that can listen to my story, that migrating to another country, a strange place, even if you feel like giving up, don't give up. Do not give up. Just pray. Pray. Have faith and be strong. And you'll see how things are going to turn around like it turned around for me.
We thank Erica for such an awesome testimony. Just the same way that God turned things around in her favor, He will turn it around for you. Stay tuned for other episodes of Good Morning Glory. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe this video and help us spread the goodness of God wherever it may go. Have a great day.
Turning around